All right. So make sure everybody out in law-abiding biker land worldwide out there, we're just getting up and running, and it is a live event. We're going to kick it off here in a minute, but we want to make sure that y'all can see us and hear us. That would be wonderful feedback at this place, or at this time, I should say. And then you can see these beautiful guys back here. Brian and you guys, you're going to have to try to scoot in a little bit. I can spin this way just a little bit. That gets Lurch. Brian, if you can scoot over a little closer to Rick so we can get you in the video feed would be great. You guys are used to being close to each other anyways. Yes, those are coveralls Big Daddy's wearing. I'm not going to lie to you. Straight up coveralls.
There's a story about goats that these pirates, was it pirates? I might have made that part up. But these old sailors, used to bring goats to islands, and they would let the goats off so the goats could populate the island, and then they would have things to eat when they would come back, because goats eat everything. And they would say, next time we're around this area, we got food. Just go to these stupid fucking goats. They eat everything. They eat everything. But that's the thing, man. They eat fucking everything. They devastate ecosystems. I had a friend who had goats. He had goats. He has this really sweet ranch, and he had goats. He's like, oh, just have goats. They'll trim up the lawn, and it'll be great. The fuck they do.
Goat has not trimmed my lawn, by the way, yet. Just there's a couple things here. As you listen, Goat has not done. And he's not eating shit in my studio so far. Hope he doesn't gnaw that mic down, dude.
They eat everything. Everything. They just eat, man. You just leave shit out. They eat that, and they eat everything else, too. They eat roses. They eat all your vegetables. There's not a tree that's growing. They're eating everything. They just go through a hillside. They shit all over the place. They eat all over the place.
Goat did shit in the shop today while we were filming. She just...
It was just a little one.
Okay. All right. Let's finish this. It's ridiculous.
And they just keep going. Yeah. So they had a problem with these goats on one of these pristine islands. There was too many of them. So what they did is they took one of them and they put a collar on him so they could always locate him. They captured him, and I think they snipped him. They gave him a little vasectomy so he couldn't make any more goats. And then goats always flock to other goats. So what they would do is this one guy with the collar, they would use him to locate the other goats, then they would gun them all down from the sky. So they would fly over, and they were like, yep, there they are, we found them. Gun down all these fucking vegetable-eating goats that had invaded this island.
He's like, is that a fucking true story, dude? Oh.
Was that Joe Rogan talking to Seth Rogen?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, the other guy looked like Seth Rogen.
Yeah, he did.
No relation.
I don't know. But if you guys didn't know, we're starting the episode. I don't know if they know Goat's new nickname. Because it used to be Grunt. It is officially Goat. We might talk about that in a little bit. But he is not meeting the standards of a true goat. Because my lawn, get out there and start gnawing my lawn down, Goat. I'm just saying, dude.
Well,
please do not eat it
either.
So. Oh, yeah, true. Yeah. Well, we could handle that.
No.
Straight up, dude.
There's some nippers out there in the toolbox.
True. We could do that. We could do a tutorial video on that. I say we should probably frickin' get started here. Oh, yeah. Once you've had Rick Rack, you'll never go back. The ultimate motorcycle luggage rack solution. Forget those messy straps and bungee cords. Go strapless with a Rick Rack quick attach luggage system. Rick Rack quality bag. Head over to lawabidingbiker.com/store. Big Daddy Kane and Goat in the studio, ready to ship to you right this very minute. Oh, God, Lurch.
Oh, blew my eardrums out.
No doubt, dude. We are live. Hey, Bikeaholic, 03D has a wide variety of innovative products for your Harley-Davidson motorcycle. Affordable chrome lighting and comfort products. These guys ride, support riders just like you. Head over to lawabidingbiker.com/store. Check out our full line of 03D products. And I have a feeling that in this episode, we're probably going to be talking about a little 03D stuff, some really cool, innovative, new badass stuff. I love our intro. Welcome back, you freaking Bikeaholics. This is the podcast for the motorcycle majority, the Big MM, also known as the
99%.
Large and in charge of the motorcycle scene more than any time in history. That's right. By listening, by tuning into this live broadcast, whether you like it or not, and I know you like it, you're part of this thing we call
The Biker Revolution.
That's right. We do have just one question, though, before we get started. What are you waiting for, Bikeaholics? Mount up.
And let us take you on another wild-ass ride.
That's right. Welcome back, everybody. Ryan Erlacher here, your host of the Law Abiding Biker podcast and your
high-tech redneck.
That is right. Now, I got to ask this dude.
Did it all, pull the nookie, stick it in your cookie, baby.
Okay.
I was setting up the studio last night, and I was texting Big Daddy Kane because I was trying to get all this. We're in the new studio, by the way. Actually, we are talking about serial stuff. I got 2 episodes, but nonetheless, we're going to talk about the new studio that we're in. But I was getting all this tech up to make sure it was going to work. And Big Daddy said he wanted me to cue up the nookie, so I queued it up. I guess that's the only rap he's going to give you today.
That was it?
Like a chump, hey, like a chump, hey, like a chump, hey. Did it all for the nookie. Then I give you a little cookie, and then I stick my finger in your booty.
Oh, Jesus.
What?
What?
The worst rapper ever.
This is a shit show for sure. Who mentioned that up front? You're right. It's a shit show. There you go. All right. So we had a little fun there. Let me get this right. So we do have an awesome episode for you guys. We're going to, I'll tell you up front, it is a live patron only event as we're doing here in 2018. We're super glad. We've got a ton of people. We've got a ton of live chat. The only way you get hooked up with that is to become a mid-level patron or above. And you get it in that private Facebook group, and you get in that patron group, and you get the private link and all that. And of course, this will come out in podcast format later. You get an email from Patron because I make a post. You also, if you're signed up for the live list, lawabidingbiker.com/live, upper right-hand corner, there's an email list sign up. Make sure you're signed up for that too, because I do send out those emails so that you're getting it multiple ways so that you don't miss when we go live. Of course, I also additionally post it in that private Facebook group. Having a lot of fun in there, but it is just for you listening in podcast format later. This is a live event, and we will be chatting live with all our beloved patrons who are so active, and the reason that Law Abiding Biker exists to this very day, 5 years later, in a new studio, in a new shop that we filmed in today that we're going to talk about. But that's what this episode is mainly about. We do have some housekeeping, but some very interesting stuff you guys will want to know about up front, a new free video, a product, and all that kind of stuff. So the first topic we're going to try to get to, we are going to try to keep it to an hour, maybe a little bit more. We're not very good at keeping it to time, but it's going to be LAB, Law Abiding Biker, the new shop and studio. In addition, Lurch recently built a new shop.
I did.
And Big Daddy. We're going to talk a little bit about that. After his devastating fire back in December, he's starting to get back on his feet a little bit. He has a new shop, which is going to be really cool. We'll give you guys some good ideas about what we're doing, or if you guys are going to transition your shop or build a new shop in the future. Basically, some of the things that we thought about, some of the things we like, some of the things we don't like. Hopefully, that will help you maybe make some, like I say, modifications, and or if you're in the process of building a new shop. And then our second topic, we are going to update you guys on the upcoming 2018 Patron Ride and Meetup starts in Nebraska. We're going to get into more details about that for you patrons. Of course, all the very fine details will not be put out because this will be going out in podcast format, but it will be available because I'm going to email all of you. I'll talk more about it, and it will also be in that private Facebook group as we lead up to that event. Goat. I don't even have a song. I tried to find a song. That's all I got is a soundbite, dude. But we do have Smooth Operator.
Excuse me.
Hey, little girl, I want to talk to you for a little bit. I'm feeling you, girl. I want to kiss you. I want to lick you. I'm going to have you suck my...
Oh, God. Just, we're stopping there. Just totally ridiculous. And the man, the myth, the legend. Here we go. Stay back. Don't blow me out. Even got some reverb on that, dude. This new studio's got some reverb, bro. But you said it's okay. All right. Right up front, let's get into it. We are going to announce a new free video. Goat, I'm talking to you, bro. Big Daddy, I'm talking to you. You guys take this right here and talk about it.
Oh,
today.
Okay.
Today.
Yeah, the how to install and wire the 3D Fang headlight bezel. Yeah, that's a project that Ryan and I did live. We actually filmed some of that live originally and put it on the YouTube. That is a wonderful product that they have that you basically replace your headlight bezel.
That we have in our store.
Yeah, in our store. We have the chrome and the black, and it actually replaces the entire system, and they're available for several different years. Available for 14 and up and older than 14s. And they provide LED illumination on both sides that also include not only white light, but they also light up for turn signals. And you can see that at lawabidingbiker.com/Ciro LED headlight, or just search Ciro LED headlight or bezel in our site and you should get it.
In the store, yeah. You want to explain? Anybody want to explain a little bit more about that? It kind of almost as like a visor for your headlight, right? Does that make sense?
It's a bezel.
The headlight bezel, but it's kind of a...
It's Frenched.
Yeah, is that what it's French?
Yeah,
I like
it
French.
kind of the top kind
Don't
of
they have
sticks
hairy
out.
legs? The French?
Just the way you like it.
They invented
I'm just
perfume.
saying.
So it's a bezel that goes around the headlight, and illuminates on the sides. Is that correct?
There's LED
Kind of the top
lights
and
in
the
the top
side.
and
Does it?
the side.
All right. And I've seen yours on, but I guess I haven't paid enough attention to it.
We saw it today, but
It
yeah, you
changes
did.
amber when you put the turn signal on?
Nope.
No.
It's just a headlight bezel.
Oh, I thought you said that.
Basically, one of the nice things about it, and again, I will put it in the show notes, lawabidingbiker.com/whatever show number this is. It won't let me. I think I have link shut off, so I can't even put links in the. Hey, hang on.
Is your link broken?
Let me do this.
We did
I
it.
can put me in timeout. I don't know. Why am I not? It should let me put links but whatever. I can't do it right now. I'll figure that out later. But one of the nice things about it is we all know with the Batwing fairing, you've got the square, right? So the Batwing fairing is square around the headlight and the headlight's round. So what does that do? It puts big old gaps and channels up in there where all the bugs and all the shit gets back in there, and it just collects. You had a Street Glide.
Yeah.
And so it fills all that in, which is one of the benefits that's not talked about a lot, aside from the light and the look of the front of your bike, is to fill that void. And it squares it out and just gives it a really nice, then your headlight fits in there and it lights along the top and down the sides. It's white LEDs. And of course, you've seen the front of my bike.
Oh, yeah.
I'm lit up from all my Ciro 3D products. And that just adds an additional level that is a really nice look.
It gives it a real custom look.
In stock right now, ready to ship to you guys. Lawabidingbiker.com/store. You're looking at the two guys right here that handle the store over here, and everything you guys, the guys you communicate with, the guys that literally box it up, ship it from their location, and make sure that they're taking care of all those emails and the customer service and helping as many bikers as they can worldwide every single day. Anything else on that, guys?
Okay.
It's funny because we filmed all day and these
Yo
two
no say.
fuckers wouldn't shut up
Yo
in
no
between
say.
takes, and now we put a mic in front of them and they're all of a sudden
They're
silent.
shy all of a sudden.
Wanted to talk all day, but now silent.
I'm not sure that I talked all day.
Oh yeah, you pretty much did.
Oh, you were shot out of a cannon earlier.
Oh,
Because I don't have any chew. Right now, I'm pissed. I want some chew.
Oh,
right
you're
now.
on the wrong side of your withdrawals of your Copenhagen right now?
Oh, don't say Copenhagen.
you know we're gonna bust your balls. What kind of chat we got going on? Anything before we move on here?
They're talking about those are not French. They're freedom.
They're not French. They're freedom lights.
Yeah.
What are freedom lights?
Okay, so you've heard of like French fries, right? Obviously,
Okay.
you've ate French fries, and people say
I have.
they're freedom fries. So we don't want to use the word French. Apparently, we're going to have freedom lights instead of French lights. I get it. Makes sense.
I get it.
All right.
Nicely done. So guys, that video is available. We'll be in the show notes. It is a complete install. video on how to do it. It's plug and play. It's awesome quality. And we show you exactly how to do it and get up in there in your fairing and where you need to plug stuff in. It's so simple, as all Zero 3D stuff is. Plug and play, less time installing, more time riding.
Hell yeah.
And I appreciate all our patrons. I appreciate doing these live patron-only events, and we do want to thank these patrons. They are responsible for making this episode happen. Take it, somebody.
We have Rebel Forged of New Brunswick, Canada. He's a top-tier patron. We have Chris Foster Manfield from Ohio, Scott Peters of Largo, Florida, Chuck Williams of Monroe, Michigan, Scott Holzman of Parma, Ohio, and he's top tier. And then, of course, we've got Michael DuPont of Camden, New York, also a top tier. And Don Fielder, who just purchased some stuff for the store. So big shout out to you. And he's from Austin, Texas. And then we've got Patrick Walton of Charlotte, North Carolina, again, top tier. And John Archibald of Superior, Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful state.
abidingbiker.com/Patreon, Patron. That's right. Pledge a certain amount per piece of content. No risk because you can put a monthly cap on it so you don't go over your family budget. That's right. There are benefits, t-shirt, stickers up to, that's right. Get in that private Facebook group. Get access to these very live events and live chat up to top tier. All that plus access to our premium for purchase videos up on request. We absolutely would love to get to know you better and get a more personal and in-depth relationship with you like we do all of our patrons in the Facebook group. And you can get access to those meetups and rides as we are moving around the country as often as we can. All right, let's get right into it. And you guys can bring up chat any time that you guys would like if there's something going on there. I see Russell Roberts, Flea Jags, and Larry Barnwell, awesome right there. And I'm looking for, I'm going to talk about him a little bit later. Oh yeah, Rick Bernstein is in there. Awesome.
Eric Showers, Ross Tones,
Rick Bernstein. Hopefully you'll be able to hang with us, Rick, because Rick's responsible for the patron. He is my hookup. For the patron ride, and I've been emailing him direct, and I was hoping he could be in here because we are going to talk about that, Rick, a little bit later in this episode and give you guys an update. He's over there in Nebraska, and he's really, really stepped up to the plate to make this event happen. So, all right, new shops, guys. Here we are. We're going to just do a roundtable, and we'll kind of watch the time here as we go. This is just a bunch of bikers BSing as usual. As you can tell, guys, having a lot of fun here. We are in the new Law Abiding Biker studio. We have filmed a couple others shorter type projects, but it wasn't quite set up because I was in between the house, the old garage, and the studio. It's been really chaotic around here. And we recorded a podcast in here, Lurch.
Yes, we have.
But it wasn't even set up like this. We had only that table, and it was really sketchy and hit and miss. We've tried to continue. I don't think you guys, hopefully out there, have noticed a lack or a pause in content, but it has not been easy. It's taken me so long to get moved into here, and I'm still not 100%. I've still got a lot of stuff to do.
Would you hurry up and put the crap on the walls? There's nothing on the walls in here.
Jesus,
I see it sitting over there. There's a picture over here. Get off your ass and get the stuff on the walls.
You're going to stay tonight and help me finish it all?
Oh, really?
Till 6 a.m, dude?
No.
Come on, dude. But I still got a lot of stuff to do, but nonetheless, it is very, very nice to be in here and to film today. And I know I'll let these guys... why don't you do that up front? What was different that you liked about filming in this new environment?
Well, I appreciate the fact that I didn't have to move the toy Jeep out of the way.
The kids' toys?
The 3 girls' bicycles, the cat hutch, the cat litter, the cat food, the cat water.
This is what I wanted to hear.
Whatever Christmas decorations your wife still had laying around. Basically, we just were able to pull the bike in and get it on the lift and start filming. We didn't have to use a whole lot of lighting because you have great lighting above, so that kind of sped up our film process.
All the LED lighting. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Goat's raising his
hand. That was one of your goat.
Yeah, the best thing today was being able to use the urinal without leaving the shop.
Oh, nice.
Great point. Yeah, you can just walk right over there, take a whiz, and get right back to work.
Even did it while the doors were open.
Totally. Isn't it nice?
It is nice to take a leak with a little wind on the sail.
Yeah. Nice. I like Ricky with the little wind on the sail.
That got me
I just
going.
caught that. Sorry.
Yeah. I like the fact that you didn't freaking yell at me for leaving the curtain open because there was no curtain.
Nice, dude.
That's right.
See, these are the things I want to hear. I like it. We used to have a white backdrop, and eventually I might for certain videos in here, but that was only to cover all my wife's Christmas decorations and stuff, and it served a purpose. We may put some backdrops up in here for certain videos, but I think for the most part, it's got motorcycles in it. And so for you guys, it's got a lot of eye candy, for lack of a better term. So while we're filming, it has it in there. The motorcycles and motorcycle related things, I should say. So no backdrops in there yet, but that's funny. I did enjoy the main thing as the filmer of all the projects. I told these guys it's a big deal. Like there's just some shots I can't get in the old garage because it was too tight. So it really limited me. We worked around it the best we could, but I literally can walk all the way around a bike in this environment, and I don't need a bunch of light stands because I lighted it stock with a specialty lighting so I can film appropriately. But it allows me to move around any side of the bike and get any angle I want and not be tripping over all the light panel cords and tripping over everything else. It was difficult. Sometimes, remember Lurch and Big Daddy and Goat and all that. There were certain things we decided to film from certain sides of the motorcycle and flip things around because there just literally wasn't the room to do it. And it was a sweatshop. It was tough. Now out here, let me say this real quick. I'm going to make some notes as we go. I do want to tell you guys, this was a big project that we're officially in it. We haven't even had an open house. We're going to have an open kind of a celebration, but we needed to continue to do content. So we're in here. We did do a fundraiser to get us going. And I just want to tell you guys how thankful I am for the amount of support that was shown through that fundraiser. I just want to put it in perspective for you guys. The number one thing I want you to know, I am so thankful. But a project like this costs a lot of money. And we know we're going in the right direction. We know that we have your support. Patrons keep signing up, but it's a big risk. The fundraiser helped us with a lot of things. But by far, I think everybody's aware, you can go to the GoFundMe page is taken down. We raised a good amount of money. I want to say about $8,000, and we appreciate that. It's so immensely helpful. But in the scheme of the shop, there were still large loans taken out and all that kind of stuff that goes with it. But it gave me the motivation to get a couple extra things done. And we're still lacking a lot of things, what we'll talk about. That's a first world problem. So I don't want you to think we're complaining. It's just going to be an open discussion about things we might do in the future. A lot of decisions had to be made, but that extra donations, some of you flat donated and some of you gave to the GoFundMe fundraiser. I just want to say that was most helpful in many ways. And although it was a small portion of the overall cost of this facility, I'm thankful for every penny that the community stepped up. And any of you that donated or were part of that are part of our current state and our future. Just to see that kind of support and you guys out there to allow us to have the mindset, because it was a big deal for me to sign for that kind of stuff, guys, as you can imagine, because I got to still pay for this. And I know that we'll keep Law Abiding Biker Media going and through the patron support and all that kind of stuff. And our store, we're going to make it. We're going to keep moving forward. And thank you. Enough said. I don't want to wear that out, but I just wanted to give that thank you to you guys. So that fundraiser is taken down. We're in it. I know that we'll still get patron, funds and donations to do some upgrades, which I'm making notes. We want to talk about that, some of the things we could do and couldn't do, and some of the things that we could have changed. Do you guys have any on that note on the thanks and all that?
Well, I'd just like to add one thing right now. There's a cold breeze blowing on my back from the air conditioning unit on the wall behind me, and it is glorious. Because right now, if we were up in your bonus room, it's
5 years of it, bro.
it's
sweatshop.
Is it 80 outside right now?
Oh, it'd be 90 up there.
So it'd
80.
be about 90 up there. And man, it's funny that the first part of May, even middle of winter, it gets so damn hot up there that we were, I remember last time I podcasted with Popeye up there, he had tank top and shorts on. He wore, I think he might have rode, but he dressed down and put some shorts and a tank top on so that he could stay cool up there. So that's just one of the small things. One of the perks of this new shop is this is a comfortable space to do our podcasting in.
And we had to buy a special mini split. They're super quiet. If you guys aren't familiar with them, it's a mini split AC heat unit. I had to buy something that was quiet enough. It's running right now, but you guys can't hear it, and you won't hear it in the recording. We can hear it very faintly, but we're in AC finally, guys. And I know a lot of you had wanted us to get an AC unit. This really was set up specifically for podcasting, for soundproofing. Now, one of the things I do want to talk about is I didn't put, and I know Rick talked about him too. He has some separate needs for his shop down there. It's kind of funny that we're all doing it the same time, but what's Ryan drinking? Looks serious. This is a Pendleton.
No, Makers.
Oh, Maker's Mark and Coke. Maker's Mark and Coke. And I am very serious about when I drink it. Should I give a serious?
You should give a very serious look. Put your pinky out. There you go.
All right. Nice touch. But that's one of the things I couldn't afford, and I'm okay with it because we tested it today. We wanted to put another head to the AC. I had to cut back costs because I had to prioritize, just like when you're building a house, right? So we didn't put a AC unit in the garage, but this entire facility is insulated. The builder, my uncle, is anal, and he way, like usual, overbuilt this thing. It is perfection. But it's all insulated and good. And literally we filmed, it's 82 degrees, 84 degrees here in the Yakima, Washington area today. And all we have to do is open the 2 studio doors. I am going to give a tour of this eventually. If you've watched some of our live YouTube videos, you see a lot of it anyways. Like this morning, we did a YouTube live real quick. But we didn't put an AC unit out there, but we have 2 doors leading from the studio to the shop. And I have some really quiet fans so we can still film. I bought some really quiet fans. So the way we work around it, no big deal, is we prop the doors open with those fans and they're really quiet, and we blow the AC out of here. We steal it and blow it in the shop. And we literally only ran one little fan on low, and it totally made it nice and cool out there. So those are just the little things. That's one little thing. And I know I couldn't put a regular wall mount AC unit in here because it would be too loud. We couldn't record. So I'm really happy that I went with the mini split to do that. And it is just like a perfect 69, 70 degrees in here. So yeah, awesome.
My nipples are hard.
Oh, can you show one for the...
No, that's Oscar's trick.
He did do that, dude. He showed a nipple live, dude. It's ridiculous. All right. So a lot of good chat going on in there. So, all right. Why don't you pick it up from there? Tell us. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about mine, but I want to get you guys involved in this conversation. You're doing AC in your shop, right, Rick? Tell us about why don't you give everybody an update? So back in December, you guys know Rick lost his home, Big Daddy, and he lost his shop, and he lost motorcycles, and all of our store inventory burned. We are working hard and with your support to recover from that, but Rick's still not completely on his feet. So he did get to build. Your house isn't done, but your shop is partially done. And talk about that a little bit.
Well, officially it's done now. The asphalt was laid yesterday that the county was requiring to finish the certification or whatever they call it. So, we replaced the manufactured home with another manufactured home that was more like a stick built quality. So I ended up spending a little bit more for that. And then instead of an attached garage, I went with a detached. And one of the things I did is I double insulated it.
What do you mean? How do you double insulate it?
We turned around, and instead of just using the regular fill, we went ahead and did double the insulation that you would normally put inside the garage. And then, of course...
Gotcha. So like thicker, double the R value?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm tracking.
So we did it a little bit thicker, thinking because it gets so hot down there. And because of in the wintertime, it gets cold. So we were doing the whole issue with we're putting an air conditioning and heating unit. It's just a wall unit. But fortunately, it's only 760 square feet. So we're able to basically break the chill or cool it down. And
how wide is it and deep?
It's 24 by 30.
Okay.
That's what she asked.
Oh, yeah. One for Lurch.
But the biggest differences are not only is it instead of 24 by 24 attached, 24 by 30 detached, but it's not only insulated, but the garage door, just like what you have out here, is insulated. And then,
It's
of course,
a big help, huh?
And then, and then we've got the unit, and then of course all the lighting. We've set it up for lighting to where if we're ever down there working on our bikes, we're comfortable, or if we ever have to film anything down there, it at least gives us an opportunity to have some place where we could film down the Tri-Cities. So
that is going to be so nice because, if we have to do stuff in a pinch, it's set up so that we can do that and go.
Well, Rick's new shop too, and it's set up where the 30 is the width and 24 is the depth. So he's got 6 feet of extra space on each side.
Nice.
Yeah,
Talking to your mic.
I designed it that way so that we would have that extra space there. And then I had one of our patrons come down and paint it. Bob Dawson came down.
Interesting. I've never heard of him. Who is this guy
he's
call
this guy from Yakima.
Dawson's Custom Painting? Oh,
Yeah.
maybe I have. Is he in chat? Maybe not.
I don't know if he's in chat or not.
Sometimes he is.
But he came down and we did it 2012 Harley Davidson racing colors, birch white and Harley Davidson orange. So the garage is all painted and so it's not great. It's not going to be as great for filming because of the orange and stuff, but
No, it's fine.
It's
a lot of times
cool.
we're framed in anyways, we're framed in on the bike. And I just want to give a shout out. If you guys don't know, if you haven't kept up on the vlogs, I did 4, 5, 6 of them maybe while we were building the shop from start to completion. Bob Dawson's Custom Painting here in the greater Yakima, Washington area, painted this entire studio inside, the shop inside, and the entire outside for free. All I had to do was buy product. That's his way of contributing to our fundraiser. And the guy is absolutely, and we talked about this today, absolutely anal. And I love it. He knows what he's doing and he leaves nothing undone. And is he in there?
Yeah, he's on the chat.
Bob Dawson, shout out. He's in the chat, guys. And you should all, if you get a chance, throw him a shout out because he helped make this happen. And I got to know him and a great guy, got to meet his son. And hopefully, we'll just continue with the relationship there. He is local. And it was so cool because he did this. And then and then you called him or what?
Yeah, I sent him on the Patron. I mean, it's so funny how we talk. I mean, people don't realize how much we connect with our patrons on Facebook. And the fact that he was local and did that paint job for you, I just reached out to him and I said, hey, Bob, you need to get a hold of me. I want to talk to you about painting. And he got a hold of me and he came down, him and his wife rode down on their
Oh, that's
road
awesome.
glide
I didn't hear that.
Ultra.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
they
cool.
rode down. He looked
He
at
loves
stuff.
riding,
He's
yeah.
like, I'm going to do this over a couple weeks. And I told him what I wanted to do. And he did it and it looks great. And then he's going to come down next Thursday and do some other stuff that he wanted to kind of finish up on. But I already told him when we have the housewarming, once everything's done, I'm actually going to get a taco truck. And the taco truck is going to be down at the house.
Nice, dude.
We're going to have taco. It's going to be a taco truck.
Nice.
So like, I'm not even going to
Can you
cook.
have a mariachi band too, please?
If you want.
I do want one.
I kinda do.
I seriously do.
Yeah, that's some beer drinking music.
Hell
right there.
yeah.
I'm going to get a
Go ahead.
Well, I told him, I said, you're coming down for the housewarming. And he looked at me and he goes, yeah. So,
Nice.
I mean, he's coming. He better come.
He's coming for when we do an open house here too. Like I said, things have been so crazy. Everybody's going to be used to the studio, and by then they're going to be like, we've already been in it. But I got to do something officially, right?
Yeah. I'm just going to get a taco truck and tell him, you got $800, serve $800 with tacos. That's a lot of tacos.
And a
if you buy them in
mariachi
bulk.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Hey, Bob, while you're in the chat there, I got a question for you. Do you do cabinets? We're going to redo our kitchen. They're currently
I guarantee his
wood or
answer is
something.
yes. The guy's
And
amazing.
my wife wants to paint all our kitchen cabinets white. So let me know if you do that. If
Yep.
you do, and here
My
in the
wife's
future,
already
I'll
got
get
a
hold of you.
ton of work for him. We just haven't done it because we've been busy doing this. But she's already got work for him. He's pretty much, it was in his family, and they've been doing it for so many years. I'd be surprised if he didn't. But anyways, great guy, and that was just really cool to get hooked up. Yes, we do.
All right.
Right there.
I'll get a hold of you, Bob, once I get the wife ready to do that.
We're going to pay it back, buddy. Pay it forward.
yeah.
Mhm, that's how it works.
That dude is so cool. He showed up, wrote down, did an estimate for me. I think I mean, his price was absolutely fair. I mean, I expected $1,500, and I'm not going to tell you what he did it for, but I think it was very fair. And the dude he's spot on.
He is, and
he
was so, he was like, no, he painted it and put a coat, and I don't know what I'm doing, dude. And he's like, nope, wait till your contractor's done, and I'm not going to do anything else. And you tell me when he's done, because he wanted to come back because he doesn't want his work. You know what I mean? The contractors to screw up his work. So he's like, I will go after they're done because I don't want my, you know what I mean? And that's the kind of stuff well,
with me, he had me call my contractor, and he's like, when are they putting in the garage door in? Because I want to do this before they do that, because I don't want to cover it, and I don't want to get paint on the floor, and I don't want to get paint on the garage deals. And he came and got it done, and it was beautiful. I mean, I couldn't believe. I mean,
yep,
it's Harley Davidson racing colors. I mean, for God's sakes.
Yeah, I know it's
like the only thing that's missing is, as soon as I get in there, an American flag, so I can just fucking get a hard on and be like, fucking America. I got American flag, Harley Davidson racing colors.
America.
No doubt, dude. But yeah, awesome, Bob. And Bob, we are going to have you over. Things have been a little bit crazy. I was gone for about 3 weeks at police motorcycle instructor school. So we're going to do it, and you will be here to have some drinks with us. So thanks for being in the chat. But
What kind of cool bike related stuff are you putting in your shop? Are you setting up to work in it, Rick?
Yeah, we're going to do a lift out there. And then I've ordered some posters. I ordered a 4x8 poster of the Red Mountain chapter of Sworn Few with our cuts. And so I'm going to do some decorative stuff out there. We have to build some storage areas and stuff like that. So there'll be some cool stuff going on. Bob's actually going to come and paint the outside of my door on the garage.
He painted all these doors, dude.
He wants it to match the birch white or something.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's pretty cool.
I'm talking about.
And so he's supposed to do that, but we got some big plans for it. I got some posters. I got the Marlboro Man,
nice,
Harley Davidson Marlboro Man movie poster. We're going to put up, and
nice, dude.
But it's going to be a little clubhouse for the Red Mountain chapter. And
from the Sworn Few Motorcycle Club. Yeah. Yep. And we'll have the ability to film in it, which is really cool. I can't wait to see it. I've only seen it after Bob painted it. I saw pictures and it looked really cool. I like that. I think it's a good job. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he would have preferred that I went ahead and put the black vinyl down on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
He was going to do that, but the extra couple $100, it all hit at one time. All of a sudden, they said I needed a new septic.
Yeah.
So there's $4,500 that I wasn't expecting to spend. Then all of a sudden they say I have to
welcome to the game.
Yeah,
right?
I have to put asphalt down, even though I'm the only house on the entire subdivision that needs asphalt from the county road into my. It's just ridiculous. So
the other ones are grandfathered in.
Yeah. Well, anytime you do any improvements over $20,000, so it's just ridiculous.
Frickin'
so I ran out of money. So.
No, I hear you. And Eric Showers in the chat, thanks, but he says, what's a journey? What a journey from the closet. You're right. Never 5 years ago did I think, not in my wildest freaking dreams, starting a podcast with an iPad and a microphone in my daughter's closet, that I think I would be live with you guys sitting in a new studio and shop. It's still, I can't wrap my head around a lot of that. So yeah, some other, let's talk about some other, I want to talk about Lurch's shop a little bit, but let's do this right here. That's what I think we need to do. Who wants to handle it?
Hey, Bikeaholics, searching for a new and exciting motorcycle product? Serial 3D has just what you're looking for. Check out their wide variety of innovative products for Harley Davidson motorcycles. Serial 3D's got your back with chrome, lighting, and comfort products. No modifying, cutting, grinding, or welding for an easy installation that equals less time installing and more time riding. Serial 3D has a design team with over 40 years of experience with a passion for design and innovation. These guys are bikers and care about bikers just like you. They pride themselves on great customer service. Got a question? Get in touch with them via email at sales@serial3d.com or give them a call at 715-808-0027. Serial 3D is distributed in the United States by Drag Specialties, in Europe by Parts Europe and Zodiac, and in Asia by Twin Art. Check out your local Harley dealership and ask for Zero Parts. Better yet, help support us and head over to lawabidingbiker.com/store and check out our full line of Zero 3D products.
Yes.
I wonder, I wonder what the guys look like that ship all the stuff out of the Law Abiding Biker store.
I don't know. They're probably ugly.
Oh,
They look like these two knobs sitting next to me.
Oh my
They're
God.
probably ugly.
Hopefully you guys get your product, because if you don't, or if it has chew marks in it, Goat is responsible for chewing your product.
Tastes good.
He just takes a bite out of the box like, just,
And if the post office delivers it, sorry,
right, yeah.
we can't help you if you don't have it.
Hey, what else
David
do
Schwartz
they,
in
what,
there. Look at
Ryan, what else do they get if they order from us?
they
You
get
know?
a little. I forget how you say it. Did I know
They
where
get
you're
a good time in
good
every
time
box.
in every.
Rick and Brian get into their stash of good times. They take out one good time and they put it in your box. When you open up your box, poof, a good time pops out.
Yeah, buddy, leave it to Lurch. See, I forgot. I knew you were going to say that, dude. So
Hey, I got through that ad without even stumbling. That's the first time ever.
nice.
Because
Dude.
that one is a mouthful.
It is a mouthful. That's why I couldn't do it, dude. That's exactly why I couldn't do it.
That's what my wife said.
Oh, one for Big Daddy. So, a couple of things, guys. I want to tell you about the. So I did a video. I haven't edited it yet. I have lots of videos I haven't edited and released to you guys yet, but there's one of them. So in my shop, what I ended up doing, there's a lot of. Let's talk about. We're moving right along. We're doing good. There's a lot of different options for your motorcycle shop. One of them is what kind of flooring you're going to do. There's so many options. You can do sealing, which is what I did.
You can
what's
clear
the other,
coat it.
What's
You
the other
can
one?
put an enamel down or an epoxy.
Epoxy.
Yeah.
So I didn't go with epoxy. I really, looks wasn't a huge deal to me with the epoxy. I get it. It looks great, but I just went and I did it myself. I had to cut costs, and I did a tutorial on it actually, because it was the first time I ever did it. And I'm going to teach you guys. I did a lot of research and teach you guys how to do it too when I released that video, because I didn't know what I was doing and I spent a lot of time. But nonetheless, I did a seal coat on it, two seal coats on it. And sparkle seal is what I put on it. It basically puts a nice coat on it, easier to mop, easier to clean, easier to squeegee out. And then I filled the expansion joints with a self-leveling caulk. And if Bob Dawson is in there, he's great, dude, because he's the kind of guy, he's so nice, dude, that he should have just told me that he's like, that, dude, what are you thinking? So in the expansion joint, you put a backing rod.
Right.
Okay. And you squeeze the backing rod down in so it fills the expansion joint a little bit. And then you put the self-leveling. Well, I did, and I mentioned it in my tutorial video. I have no problem admitting my mistakes. And I tell you in there, hey, you might want to use a little bit. So what happened is I squished the backing rod in there and it was too big. I should have cut it in half. And what happens is once you put your filler, your self-leveling caulking, if your backer joint, it can raise up a little bit,
Sure.
and it'll make your self-leveling sealer. It only happened in 2 little spots that I did. And he came in and he's like all nice. He's like, yeah, you should have, that can happen with that backer rod. And I'm going, I think I told him, Bob, did I fuck this up? And, he's so nice. I go, you can tell me, I'm a big boy, dude. But anyways, it wasn't a big deal. I cut that part out and stuffed the backer rod in there. Once the seal's dries, you're okay, because it'll pretty much keep it down, he told me. But I believe he even said he does stuff like that. So if I remember right, that he does some of that. So that's it. If you see it in the videos, that's why it's got the nice shine to it. It is I think it looks pretty good. I did it myself. I washed it all with a degreaser and spent multiple nights. You got to let it dry. One thing I will tell you, I learned the hard way. If you're going to seal your concrete in your garage for that, don't do it where your garage door rubber stuff comes down. The sealer for your overhead garage doors. I did that. And even though it's dry, it's not dry. It adheres to the rubber. And I was literally popping the rubber, and it was pulling the rubber seal and popping the screws out every time. And it would snap, and my garage door motors would shake. And we tried to sand it, me and Lurch, and that didn't work. So I finally called the door guy, and he gave me it. So I ended up having to get on my hands and knees. It took a long time with acetone and rags, and completely, it was like 30 days later and it was still sticking. And I never let it down when it was wet. It's just something, the way that it even though you think it's dry, it takes a long time
To cure.
And it was, so anyways, acetone, I got it all out. So there's a little learning lesson when you try to do shit yourself and you don't exactly know what you're doing. But anyways,
you learn something new.
I learn and I can share it with you guys, and I share it in the video on things to do. I would put a tape strip down where your garage doors meet that and do that. So other than that, the only other thing I want to mention, and then we got to move on to the patron ride so we can keep going. And then I want you to talk a little bit about yours. So I'm going to speed through this. The only other thing is one of the big things I wasn't able to afford is concrete out front, a concrete pad. So the gravel's so deep, I had to bring in so much gravel and compact it. The motorcycles are getting stuck trying to come in, even though I rented a compactor and all that. It's better. But right now, until I can afford that, we literally have to move boards leading up to the shop, like OSB plywood boards, so that we can get the motorcycles. And every day I get my law enforcement bike out, I have to back down this long ramp to get to where the gravel isn't as deep, because it just buries the motorcycle. And so the guys were laughing at me because I got all kinds of rules this morning, laughing at me. I'm like, no, you don't understand. If you go up in this deep gravel without plywood, we'll all be trying to get your bike out. So it's kind of a pain in the ass, first world problem, right? I'm saving money with all the patron stuff coming in. I will eventually put a concrete pad out there. It'll be neater, nicer. Mm-hmm.
Ryan was setting up cone patterns for us all to avoid. So
That's right. I was setting up cones for them so they wouldn't come up on the gravel because I didn't know what time they were going to arrive this morning to start filming. So Lurch, talk a little bit about your shop.
So both your guys' shops are stick built. Mm-hmm. Mine is a pole building. So they, for those that don't know, they put the poles in the ground, they set that frame up and they build.
I don't put my pole in the ground. I tend to put it elsewhere, but one for me. Go ahead.
So those poles are cemented in the ground.
He was just looking at me like, you idiot.
And the frame itself is all wood, but then it's sheeted in metal. And so it's definitely more industrial. It's not as finished as your guys' pole or stick built shops. But because of that, I was able to build a 40 by 60 shop with 16-foot walls. So I have 3 bays. I have 2 10-foot doors, 2 10 by 10s. The one on the left is my motorcycle bay. The one in the middle is for my
it's huge
53 GMC pickup I bought. I'm going to start working on that, and we're going to put a Titan car lift in there.
That's interesting. Where do you get a Titan car lift, dude?
Well, lawabidingbiker.com.
Oh, we're a Titan distributor.
Store. We sell them.
We do. We sell not only car. You okay there? Big Daddy just about went over live.
Got to poop. He's got to poop.
Oh my God. He's going to the new, see, there's a bathroom right there, guys. Can you see that on their camera there? Yep. There's a nice bathroom. Aside from the urinal in the shop area, there's a full bathroom and shower there, and people can stay here and sleep. Go back to what you were saying.
And then the bay on the right has a 14 by 12 door. So it's 14 tall and 12 wide. That way I can get a fifth wheel in there later on down the road. But right now I have you
have to store your mobile house in a house,
right?
In a garage. Mm-hmm. Welcome to America, dude.
Oh yeah,
straight up, dude.
Can't put it outside.
You know what I mean? Third world countries are like, let me get this straight. So you have a mobile house that you tow behind your $60,000 pickup that you can't leave outside, that you have to put in a bigger building to protect that one that's nicer than our house. You know what I mean? It's hard to think about that. You put that in perspective. You're like, are you fucking kidding me? Anyways, that's awesome, dude.
But at 60 feet deep, I can put both the trailer and the truck down that side. Now, what I have started doing is building my man cave, which is going to be 20 by 30. It's taken up a quarter of the shop. It's on the left side. So the motorcycle bay and then the middle bay are 30 feet deep. And the bay on the right where the truck and trailer are 60 feet deep. And I've put trusses up, not trusses, but beams, I-beams up on top of my man room, so I have a second floor. Mm-hmm. So I've got 8-foot...
storage.
Yeah. Yep. Inside in the man room, it's 8-foot walls, but then I've got a little over 6.5 feet up on top between the floor and the rafter, so I can walk around up there. So I'll have 20 by 30, so 600 square feet of storage up there. And right now, building shelves and whatnot up there.
It's huge. That's huge. All I can say.
It's massive.
It makes you feel small. I walked in and Lurch has his, and again, it's a pole, type deal, and it's super high. And if you can imagine this thing, I walk in, it's so fucking big. It makes his trailer look like a Tonka toy, dude. Toy. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
When I first had the shop put up and there was nothing in there, yeah, it seemed huge.
It's ridiculous.
Now when you walk in with that room in there,
your motorcycle looks like a Hot Wheels thing, dude. It looks like a little Hot Wheels in there, dude. I got to ask you this. You put a stripper pole in it, bro?
Not yet, but I will.
Yeah,
Just don't put a fireman's pole over there. So
Oh, hell no.
slide down.
It turned out nice though. Speaking of, you're not going to seal your concrete.
No. So
We talked about this.
yeah, I was going to. I thought you had to. I thought that was just part of the concrete finishing is you should put some type of seal coat on it. What I found out is
Outdoors, yes.
Yeah, exterior concrete you should seal, but inside you don't have to. And so after seeing the trials and tribulations you went through with yours, I decided it's just not that.
And yours
worth
is
it.
so much bigger than mine.
Yeah,
It's
2,400 square feet of concrete to.
I would help you do it
seal.
if you wanted.
What I am
I'm
going
kind of
to
sort of
do-
an expert at it now.
Yeah, you are.
Not going to lie to you.
So I saw Bob Dawson.
now that Bob Dawson mocked me about mine,
yeah, I saw.
he made me a better man because of it. No, I'm just busting his balls. I appreciate it. Go ahead, dude.
I saw that he talked about polished concrete in the chat room a little bit earlier.
Oh, did he?
But
That's so
it
expensive.
is.
Oh my God. I bidded it out. Holy, for this little shop, it was like $5-6
Yeah,
grand to
yeah.
polish it.
That's why I bought my house from a guy who did concrete.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. It was already polished.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice, dude.
I got a
Nice.
buddy I work with that does that on the side, and the Good Buddy deal.
That's the guy. That was
Yeah.
the good buddy deal.
The
Dude.
Good Buddy deal on my 600 square feet was $3,000.
Right.
I wasn't going to polish the whole thing, just the man room.
The man room, because he's framing in, right? You're framing
I
in. You
framed
talked
in
about
my man
that.
room. It's
That is
20 by
man room.
30. Yep.
Yeah.
So I've decided I'm going to probably most likely just put an epoxy, a gray epoxy on it. I may do.
And you wouldn't have to do anything, but that just
Yeah.
makes it easier to sweep. And like I say, that's why I filled the expansion joints. Makes it easier
You
to mop
should
and
in a
sweep.
you should in a room,
Right.
you know,
In the room.
In the room.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I agree.
epoxy the room. That way it seals the concrete.
I'm
People
tracking.
drop beers and whatever else.
Does that
in there.
happen?
Yeah, it might happen.
I hope you guys don't drop it on my carpet. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, I'll try not to, but I can't
Jack
guarantee it.
wagons. All right.
So the man room will be sealed. It'll be an epoxy floor in there. But
Yeah.
the rest of the shop's just going to be raw. If it gets oil on it, big deal. That's what it's for.
Yep. I like it.
I did.
Yeah, go ahead.
I did sit on top of my man cave up on the second story last night in my recliner and have a beer and a smoke and
Did it make you feel just like
yeah.
king?
Oh yeah,
Like
Oh,
king.
yeah.
Did you
Just sitting there?
Did you
looking
overlook
over my
your,
truck and trailer?
your
and my
motorcycle Hot Wheels?
Yeah.
He's overlooking
Oh, yeah.
his motorcycle. Looks like this big, and look at that little trailer. Crush it. And just
I'm so excited.
I am
I've been
king. I am king.
I've been wanting to shop for 15, 18 years. You know, ever
Did
since
you
I
have
bought the
one
house,
hand
so.
down your pants like Al Bundy?
Eating bonbons.
Dude, nice. Oh God. You know what? Oh, yeah, go ahead, dude.
So a pole barn is an option for folks that their covenants will allow it.
Right.
I wasn't going
there
to
are
do a pole
pluses
barn.
and minuses.
Yeah, sure.
Heat's an issue with him. AC's an issue with Lurch. Where you have a stick built, I haven't even turned the heater or AC and it stays like really nice in here. We turn it on today because we got equipment going and stuff.
Mine is insulated all the way around, but it's they put on it's a combination vapor barrier and insulation. It's only got an R value of 7, so it's pretty low.
Gotcha. And it's just so massive, right?
And it's
that's
huge.
one of the things. It's
And
just
it's
hard to heat
huge.
an AC.
But-
and you lose a lot up high, right? He's got fans up there.
I got fans
which
to pull
help.
the heat down and whatnot. I am going to put a gas furnace in there to keep it warm during the winter. During the summer, it's just going to get a little hot in there. It just is what it is. It does have ventilation up top. It's got vents to let the heat out, and in the evening, the cool air will come in there. The man room itself is going to be insulated as well, so I'll have an insulated room
internally
inside of an
within,
insulated shop. So that'll be pretty efficient as far as heating and air
That
conditioning.
will.
And I can crack
because they'll have low ceilings.
right.
Yeah.
and I'm
right.
going to put a dual head mini split in there, so I'll have one head in the room and one head out in the shop. So it's not going to keep it at 65 or 70 degrees, but it'll take the edge off.
Absolutely. Yeah. All I see is a comment in there because I haven't been following the thread. Bob Dawson just says rub it. I don't even want to know what that is in reference to.
I guess he wants us to rub our concrete.
I can't even keep up, but this chat's blowing up. Thank you guys all for being there. You know what? Zero3D is a proud sponsor, of course, of this podcast, and we love their products, carrying them in our store. But you know what? We love everybody over at Rick Rack. Why don't you take it, Big Daddy?
Are you searching for the easiest and quickest detachable luggage system for your motorcycle? Rick Rack has just what you're looking for. Forget all those frustrating straps and bungee cords that come loose and slap your paint. Check out one of Rick Rack's awesome, quick, attached, strapless luggage rack systems. This Father and Son team designed something really special that you can't find anywhere else, homeboy. Yep, these guys ride, so they truly understand the needs of bikers. And this Rick Rack quick attach system is strong, it's durable, and secure with a lockable system. Also, check out their full line of quality touring bags to accompany your quick detach system. Once you use a Rick Rack, you'll never go back. What are you
Rant.
waiting for, bikeaholics? Head on over to Law Abiding Biker Store and check out our full line of Rick Lock systems at lawabidingbiker.com/store. Rick Rack.
Nice ending, dude. You're such a stud, dude. Oh, I love having you guys on here. Love having you on the podcast. I know the audience appreciates it too. It's been a minute since we had you on here. So, all right. Big Daddy, anything else you want to tie up before we move into the patron ride about your shop down there?
I just want to say thank you to all the patrons that donated.
You're sitting in AC because of it, bro.
He's talking about his shop.
My
your
shop.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Pablo
Gotcha, sorry.
Calcerata set up a GoFundMe for him.
Pablo did a GoFundMe, and it was overwhelming. I mean, the fact that people gave money and helped, and it really hit me at the right spot because I had tons of money going out. And so I want to give a shout out to everybody who donated and Pablo for starting it. And
that's the freaking community, man. The community that I would have never guessed 5 years ago. It is absolutely amazing. So yeah, nice, Rick. He is getting obviously back on his feet, still living out of a rental, but nonetheless, he's getting there.
maybe Monday
Yep.
Wednesday, excuse me. Probably Wednesday. I might probably be moving in.
You know, if you need any help, we're here for you, brother. I'll
Yeah.
freaking take a day off work.
I got I got the bikes, the car, a pinball machine,
and a pair of underwear.
pair of underwear.
He wears them inside out when they get
and a
dirty.
couple of cats
Yeah,
in
when they get
space
yellow.
shirts.
I got a
front.
couple cats in space shirts that the American Red Cross donated to me.
But that was a nice thing and we appreciate that. You guys reached out to Rick, the community, and helped him through that time. So
Yeah, Sworn Few MC, they all came out. The California boys, they all gave me like a couple $100 a piece. You guys drove down and took me to dinner and got me freaking
whatever you
drunk
need,
on scotch.
that might have happened.
Yeah.
It may have happened, likely.
There's
So
a famous cats in space picture somewhere floating around the internet.
Oh, yeah. That,
With a nice little Christmas
that shirt was
frame
hideous.
around it.
My daughter bought that. She was like, I know you need a shirt, and all I had was $5, Daddy. So here you go.
Oh, she bought it for you? Oh, well,
It's
good.
not
Okay.
really the
All right.
American Red Cross. They just did that. They
Okay.
put the little Christmas like chive things.
that was
or whatever
awesome,
around.
dude.
Oh, I thought this. I didn't know your daughter bought it for you. Then it's completely fine.
Right? Yeah.
No, she knows it's hideous. That's
We don't
why
wanna
she
go
bought
down
it for
that
me.
But the thing that made it even better was it still had the Walmart sticker on it.
Nice.
I didn't even take the sticker off. I was like, a shirt this hideous? Just leave the sticker on. It makes it look better.
You got to just own shit like that, dude. You're just like, yep, I'm not gonna be afraid to wear it. No.
That was a rough night
Ross
for
Tomez
us.
says, Rick, did you keep your fugly shirt?
Yeah. I will tell you, that was a
Tim
rough
Brown
night.
says, oh, pinball machine. Hell yes. My neighbor has a pinball machine. I don't want to get off track. We got to keep on track. But right over here, he doesn't have room for it. He literally wants to give it to me. It's like in tip top shape.
Bring it over. Rick
He's
will
like,
shit himself.
as long as you keep it for me, you can play it, do whatever you want. I just don't want to get rid of it. It's a family thing.
Rick's a pinball
I
wizard.
know,
Bring it
dude.
on over.
I don't want to take up all the space, dude. He also has a welder, dude, that he wants to. He goes, as long as I can borrow it, if I ever need it, you can have it, dude.
Can you weld?
TIG welder? Yeah, I've welded. It's been quite a few years like you. I used to do a lot of welding back in high school.
I can't weld worth a shit. So.
Well, I'm not saying I'm good at it, but if you have one, you can practice. And it'll be cool for us to get back into a little bit of welding because we could do some videos
Heck yeah.
and some more custom type stuff for these guys in the community just as we grow. So anyways, with that said, we are going to get transition because we do have to go because we can't be here all night, although we'd love to be here with you guys. We are going to transition right into our second topic. You guys will definitely want to pay attention to this, especially you guys live. And Lurch, by the way, we're going to have to bump this up. I'll talk to you after this, but we're going to have to bump this episode up ahead of all others.
Because
I'm going to update the patron stuff. And even though most everybody that's going is here, nonetheless, just in case they didn't catch it or they didn't catch it
I'm
any
going to
other
start
way.
working on the next episode here shortly. So if it's going to be next, you need to let me know.
Yeah, probably. But I'll
right.
talk to you after here. Remind me.
Okay.
So here's the deal. We are riding. It's a Midwest 9-day trip. It's going to be like 4,000 and some odd miles, and we are going to have our regular meetup. We're going to take a day. Me and Rob have already done an episode on this, on kind of what we're doing, and gave you some upfront stuff but we're going to get a little more detailed as we are approaching that day. Now, here's the thing. You guys are all patrons. The patrons that know are in the private Facebook group. I did a post in the private Facebook group, and it's a invite, and it's a calendar event, and it says Patron Day Ride and Dinner Meet. And that's exactly what it's going to be. We'll get a little more involved with that. But I do need you guys to get in there. We really need to know how many people we're going to have. And there's a lot of people so far because Lab is going to sport, although we have some help over there. And I need to read the email because I know he responded to me today. We've been really busy, but we do need to know how many we're going to have because that's going to affect our ride and how much money I'm sending over. I want to make sure that we have enough food and beverages for everybody. You guys understand, you got to RSVP. We have to know who's going to be there for that ride. The other thing is you're not going to get all the details. Everybody that signs up for this event, and I'm looking here, and I know that somewhere, let me go to this a little bit. No, don't want to go there. Let me see if I can find this. It says how many people... Oops. Yeah, sorry. Did you see it? Does it?
Yep, right there. See all the green check marks?
Where you see it,
going, 8, maybe 338 invited.
Right here, 17 going.
Hit see all. Oh, I guess you don't care that.
8 maybe. Yeah. So we can't have maybes, guys. We just can't. And I'm sorry about that. You're going to have to know there's going to be a deadline date coming up. And the deadline date, I'm setting it right now, is going to be May 30th or whatever the last day of May is. It has to be. If you're not in there as accepted, you're not going to be on the email list and you're not actually going to get the final details because we can't have maybes. You guys understand you got to commit or not because I've got to buy food and we have to, it really changes the logistics of what we're doing. We have a facility that we need to go to. I have to have a hard number. And so everybody that signs up on this Facebook invite, please either confirm. Again, we won't do the maybes. Once you confirm that you will be there, we're going to be buying the stuff for you guys. So I will, because I have you all, your email addresses, make sure your email addresses are updated in your patron accounts because I'm going to start an email list just for this event by everybody that signs up on the list. And I'm going to email you guys. Make sure you're checking your junk spam email folders in case it accidentally gets routed there. But I will, as we lead up to it, I will give you specific, especially, I will give you some more information, the general area where it's going to be. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. But leading up to it, there's specific reasons we aren't giving every exact detail because this is going out on podcast format and we don't want non-patrons or other people to think they can just stop by. It's specifically for patrons. So leading up to the event, and especially about a week before, I will be emailing that out with a specific meet location and time and everything. Don't worry, we're going to give you more information about where it's generally at so that you can know whether you can make it or not. But again, I could get ahead of myself there. So you got to get signed up there. That's key. You got to let us know that you're confirmed going. I will pull your current email address from your patron account and I will start a list and I will be emailing all of you that you have signed up by May 30th, that you're going, and that further details will be going. Does that, Matt, you not being completely involved with it, does that, if you were just a patron member, does that leave you with knowing what you need to do to make this event?
Yes. I know you're trying to wet your whistle and you want a bigger answer than that, but no, yeah, it totally does.
Okay. So again, it's in that private Facebook group. So with that said, Big Daddy is going on the trip right here. Grunt, goat.
Yes, indeed.
And if he practices that enough at the patron event, I'm going to make him do it. Come on, give us a goat. Yeah.
Oh my God. That was kind of weak.
That was good. At least he's not eating the microphone. Just saying,
It was the first try.
Do it again.
Do it.
Yeah, that's all right, dude. That's all right.
You gotta add a little.
I'll practice.
Get a little more nay to it.
Yeah. Charles Williams says, I am willing to RSVP tomorrow. All right. I am willing to RSVP tomorrow. So thank you, Charles Willem. I am in and will RSVP tomorrow. Again, it's in the private Facebook group, guys. So it's pinned to the top post, and I'm going to leave it pinned there. So don't pin anything else, guys. I know you guys are moderators for the private Facebook group. Don't pin. I know we pin new posts, but we can't. We got to leave this one up.
I will not pin.
And you're not going for the whole ride.
No, I may just be able to get the last couple days. I have to look at my calendar. I will be on a Alaskan cruise with my lover. That would be my wife.
Well, it is.
His lover.
I had to.
He's going to Alaska with his lover.
I had to clarify that for one of you jackasses made a joke.
Oh, I was already asking what's his name.
I was already all over it, dude, and you jumped me, dude. Straight
shit.
up. Rick Bernstein is from the Nebraska area, so we're going to get a little bit deeper in here. He's from the Papillion. I hope I said that right. Papillion, Nebraska area. That's generally the area where we will be meeting up. We will be taking off from the ride there. It will be a ride around that he has designed on Ride Planner for me. He sent it to me, and I can actually pull it up here. I do want to say he's saying something there, right? Make sure
Rick
people
is also
know.
saying.
It's thank you. Thank you very much. I was going to lead to that. So make sure people know it's College World Series week and in Omaha, and rooms are at a premium. So if you're going to stay in Omaha, you may want to do that sooner than later, or look for other places. I don't know what there is around the Papillion, Nebraska area. I would, if you're planning on going, I would get a room now.
Oh, I got my room 2 weeks ago, and they told me they were filling up.
Where'd you get? What city?
The Papillion.
Where we're staying.
Where we're staying.
Yep, get that dialed in, guys, because it would suck to sign up for the ride and then go, oh, I can't get a room. It will be leaving out of there, out of the Papillion, Nebraska area. So I appreciate that. Rick Bernstein, huge shout out. He's in our live chat right now. He has absolutely stepped up to the plate. He is organizing everything on his end. He has an awesome ride plan, an awesome facility for the, and again, I'm not going to release a lot of this, awesome facility after the ride where we're going to have dinner and drinks and be together and, do the law-abiding biker community thing like we did last year in Canada. And thank you publicly, Rick Bernstein. He's been emailing back and forth. I've really been on him because I kind of took over lately to dial. Rob has kind of generally set it up, but I really needed to dial some stuff in. So I started emailing him earlier this week, and he stepped up to the plate. And we had a couple ride plans. We're going to keep it down. I'll tell you guys a little bit about the ride plan. But generally speaking, here you go. Here's the date. It will happen on June 24th, 2018. We will meet in the AM hours. We will all meet up at a specified location, which you'll be on the email list for should you decide that you're coming. It's very near our hotel, which is very nice. He picked a thing. We can actually see the place from our hotel where we're meeting. So we will meet in a parking lot. It's a public parking lot. We will all say hi and give bro hugs. Are we going to give bro hugs?
To strangers?
Well, hell yeah, we are.
The strangers?
That's what law-abiding biker does. We gave bro hugs to all the Canadians.
I'm scared of strangers.
Make sure you throw some good times in your saddlebag too.
We will. We'll bring lots of good times on our saddlebags. They'll be bulging with good times. So June 24th, 2018 is the day. It's going to be one patron day. The rest of the ride is the regular crew here, and we have to keep it that way, obviously, for obvious reasons, because it is also a club trip sworn few, but we take that day to dedicate to you guys. June 24th, early morning hours, we're going to ride. Mid-afternoon, we will be done with that ride that has been planned for us by Rick Bernstein. Then we will go to specified location and have our event. It's going to be a wonderful time. Everything will be provided for you by Law Abiding Biker Media. And of course, Rick Bernstein setting all this up. So mark it on your calendars. That should give you a really good idea about the city, about the date, about the general times, and kind of what's going on. And as I stated, I will start an email list and give you guys details as we get closer. Do you guys have any questions about that?
I do not.
I think it sounds like rainbows and unicorns.
Nice. Nice. Let me look at the ride planner. I looked at the wrong one. So here's his ride plan. Just to give you guys an idea, we're going to be riding a lot of miles. it's like 4,200 miles this 9-day trip. We are straight out laying some fucking days down.
800-mile days.
800 miles days. And
Keeping
that's
it real, suckers.
dude, straight up. And I'm going to film a documentary on this like usual. So it's going to be really hard for me, but it is what it is. We got to make time. We got to get to, that's a long ways across the United States for us to reach out to get this far. So we wanted to, what I'm getting at is we wanted to dumb the ride down. Rick and I discussed it via email. He had a longer ride plan, but I don't want to do that. It was really nice when we did it in Canada last year because it didn't take all day. Although we got to crack beers and we got to visit and we got a beautiful ride, we still kept it short because the most important part about that day is some ride time, but it's also the community time and us getting to talk to you and having the dinner and not making it a 16-hour day. So it's going to be only a 3-hour, 5-minute ride, saddle time. It's about 121 miles. We have a lunch stop built into that. So it's not a crazy ride day for you guys. We will get to spend time together. We'll get to have that lunch. He's going to bake in a gas stop, of course, within there for you guys. So don't worry about gas. If you've got smaller tanks, we're not going to run just like we're all touring bikes because I don't know what everybody's riding. We'll bake in the gas stops, and he's going to take us on a ride, and you got to be there to find out what that ride. I'm not going to share that until the morning that you show up, and you can just throttle down and follow along and see what Rick Bernstein has in store for us. So I have all the official details. We've really tied a lot up lately. And so that's kind of what it's going to be about. Let me go into my Google Documents and make sure that that I didn't leave any important, and make sure you guys are monitoring in case Rick Bernstein pipes up there, because I really wanted him involved with this because I could be missing something.
You're good.
Okay, good. Yep.
So I'll tell you this.
Yeah,
I'm really excited
please do.
about this ride because I'm from Southern Indiana. I'm from Evansville.
I forget that, dude.
I'm from Evansville, Indiana, right there on the Kentucky and Illinois
The
tri-state
coveralls
area.
you're wearing should have said it all, dude. I should have known.
I spent a lot of time in the corn area. But I will tell you, I'm excited about, we are going to the Midwest.
Going to be a great documentary I'm going to film,
It's the
man.
Midwest, the flyover states. I am pumped.
The flyover
states. A lot of
states.
people discount that. Just like, we've never done the South. Hopefully someday we'll do the South, or even the Northeast. I'd love to ride through Maryland, but those are longer rides once we retire, I think, that we'll be able to do. But man, I'm excited about this one because going through Nebraska and going through Kansas and all places that I've ridden before, all places I've done, this is different because it's going to be us as a group. And then, of course, the Patron Ride Day really sets it off. It makes it extra special.
Yeah, dude, nicely said. Yeah, it is. I'm so excited about it. Like I said, it's going to be some long days for me because I have to get up early and do film stuff and late, but nonetheless, I'll power through it with a lot of caffeine and a lot of coffee and a lot of motivation and just the excitement of riding cross country like that with my brothers. Number one, it's always exciting.
Well, at least you won't have a casino trying to block you every time you try to do anything.
Casino security. Is that a drone? Oh my God. All right. So here's the guys going. Of course, part of that 18 is a lot of the lab crew that signed up. So here's our patrons that are going, that are signed up officially, not maybes, but going at the time of this podcast: DeRizzo, Mark Arnold, Rick Bernstein, of course, Roger Walsh, Gary Jackson, Lee Jagger, Florian Plazek, Don Fielder, Dave McCall, Thomas Casey Ortiz, Russell Roberts, Lee Brown, Ross Tomez, and Dave King.
Russell Roberts, you better have your
Who is that guy?
booty there.
I don't know who that guy is.
I don't know. He's like an unofficial
He's
lab
basically
member.
like a lab member.
He's lab crew. Let's face it.
He is. He's been involved in films and podcasts.
If he lived here, he'd probably even be a friend of our club. So.
I told him, someday, dude, when Lab grows, I'm going to hire that guy, dude. He's going to help me with tech and photographer and all kinds of shit, dude. I got big plans for Russ. He just doesn't know about it.
Yeah.
All right, no,
he's like, I'm not leaving Nashville, so get over it.
Yeah,
we're doing this all. We're doing this all over internet.
No doubt, dude. Oh, so there's the official details. Does that spur any questions from you, Lurch, or anything, since you're not going? Because you're kind of the outsider. So if you had a question, if you were a patron right now, like, what do I do? What date is it? Would that be enough for you?
It's clear as can be. I get it.
Okay, that's what
I was just going to say that in the chat room, there's a Flea Jags, but that is Lee Yeager, who you were just mentioning. He's one of the guys that's going to be there, one of our patrons.
Oh, what did I do?
Nothing. I'm just telling you.
Oh, gotcha.
You're
gotcha,
reading
gotcha.
off the names. One of them was Lee Yeager. He just signed up recently through Rick Bernstein. He turned him on to us. He's a buddy of Rick's. And he's in the
nice.
chat room. It says Flea Jags. You know how people use different names on their YouTube
Yes.
and whatnot, but that's Lee Yeager.
I got you.
So,
I got you.
Rick Bernstein is saying, can you add a guy that doesn't use Facebook? As long as he's a patron, they can come. Is that right? Is that fair enough?
Yeah, gosh. The only thing, if you're absolutely not in the private Facebook group, that's a good question. You need to email me. And you need to email me at admin@lawabidingbiker.com and give your patron name on your account, email from your patron email address, and tell me that you would like to RSVP for the patron ride, and your name for your patron account, and I will add you, and just tell me that you're not involved with the private Facebook group, but that you are a patron. Fair enough?
Yep.
So yeah, that's fine. And good question. Yeah. And Russell Roberts says, I can't wait to meet all the other patrons there. You know, we love our patrons. Absolutely want to get to know you better, you know, and all that kind of stuff. We want you in the private Facebook group. We want to ride with you. But you know what? Some people, the only way that they can support us right now, which we appreciate, we love our patrons, but we never balk. At a flat donation, we want to thank the following people.
We've got John Pfeiffer at Lakewood, California. We got David Duffy of Jackson, Tennessee. And Brian Tucker of Location Unknown.
lawabidingbiker.com/donate. There you go.
Brian Tucker, thank you for the donation. I wish we could give you credit where you're from.
Yeah, sometimes I don't leave that on
sometimes
their
they don't leave that
PayPal
info.
account. lawabidingbiker.com/donate. That's how they did that. It is a flat donation. And we do absolutely appreciate that. And it has helped us over the years to keep this thing heading on down the road. So with that said, it has been live. Let's tie up anything else, guys, real quick in the chat, or any other questions that yes, Rick.
So I want to let this know because I know the patrons are listening and they've been asking.
They're watching you right now.
They're watching
bro.
me right now.
They're watching you.
You're watching me.
And the camera,
watching
bro.
Me, you're watching me. Yeah. Okay. So anyways, we added some products. You guys have been begging for the Road Glide cereal products. So we added those. So if you guys
what Road Glide cereal products?
Well, we did basically the biggest complaint was that, you know, obviously for the bat wings, they had all the Horizon windshield trims, they had all the bat blades and everything like that. So we've added those now. So they have new Road Glide products, and people on the patron side have been asking for it, the Facebook site. So we've added them. There's a new Horizon trim there. There's a around the light trim, like what they don't call them the bat blades, they call them like the road blades or something like that, but they go around the lights. And we added some other stuff, and then of course we just added today what I think is one of the most beautiful, absolutely beautiful accessories I've ever added to a bike, and that's the Latitude turn signal, brake, and everything. And I'm not just saying it because we sell it. It totally, me and Lurch put them on our bikes, and it totally changed the ass end of the bike. I mean, it's like dating a 300-pound girl, and you put that on, and all of a sudden she's 150.
She's got a sexy ass.
Yeah, it was that sexy.
Oh my goodness, dude. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I appreciate you putting those in there. And we did a film. That's what we kind of filmed all day, is some of that stuff. So I'm just trying to...
And then we got live people sitting there. A lot of people have been asking us about those Road Glide editions, and I said I would get to it, so we did it. I got it done yesterday.
Nice. Yes, it's okay to bring your wife or lover or significant ever. I don't know why Matt
John's saying, I guess the Road King is the bastard of the touring bikes. Hell no, the Road King is fucking badass. John, you know that. I love my Road Kings.
Yeah,
They're
there's something about
absolutely
your comments are not popping up.
What the hell, dude?
I don't know. You got something going on.
Do you see my in there at all? Real quick?
I answered him. Ross,
Yeah,
it's
but
fine to bring
just
your
from
wife,
your end, do you see-
girlfriend. You're not popping up on there.
That's what I'm wondering, and I have no freaking idea why
We'll
that is.
figure it out later.
Matt
Yeah.
blocked you. So
What's that? Yeah, well, no shit.
I don't know how I could block
I got
you.
my own moderator blocking me, dude. What the frick is going on?
Yeah, John, we love the Road King. Trust me. We've all ridden Road Kings. We love them. So right on, dude.
Yeah.
They're great.
Hells yeah. Thanks, Rick. Sorry, I was distracted there, but I was listening generally to what you were saying there. So good. All right, guys. Anything before we want to take it out here? I appreciate you guys being here and being involved in the live chat. We love that experience. And this was a private patron only. We're trying to continue to give you guys, the patrons, extra content and all that kind of stuff here in 2018. I think we ought to take it out with that, boys. What do you think about that?
Oh, I love this music. Who did this for us?
I don't know. Some mysterious guy named Pablo Calcerada.
Oh, yeah. Pablo, I love you, brother.
Let's see. What do you want to do for a call to action here?
Oh, I'm talking right now. I'm thinking Cruise Tools.
Well, then do it.
Get hooked up with our Cruise Tools RTH3 roll-up travel kit for Harley-Davidson American-made V-twin motorcycles. Why get stranded and have your bike towed over a small repair? This quality-made toolkit has everything you need for a roadside emergency repair. Tested and used by the law-abiding biker crew. Yep, it's our stamp of approval. Get
Russian
it ready.
stamp.
Yep, that's the Cruise Tool RTH kit. We brought it right here to the Law Abiding Biker store, and I'm telling you right now, we all have them in our bags, and I just ordered 30 more, so come and get them, babies. Nothing but 5-star reviews. www.lawabidingbiker.com/store. Big Daddy, I don't know who that guy is. He must be a retard. Big Daddy. And Grunt, who run the Law Abiding store, have them in stock and ready to ship to you right now. Come and get them. Come and get them, brothers. Let's do it. Let's make some money.
Stop. Oh, man. What are you doing to him? What are you doing to him over there?
Jerking his goat.
Oh my God, stop.
He rubs it the right way.
He's going to eat the microphone. Oh my God, guys. Oh, we'll take it out of here. Oh, I think I should transition that. There we go, guys. Thank you all for being here in the new studio with us. Kind of, sort of. Enjoying the new facility.
It is nice.
It's almost too cold in here.
No, it's not too cold.
It's not
Don't
too
say
cold.
that.
I agree.
Don't say that. So, Lurch, I think we're out like a... I was going to go trout, but that's okay.
Thanks for putting up with our shit show. Pretty much is. But we have a lot of fun. That's what counts. We get to hang with you guys.
You, sir, should be more serious. You are a professional radio announcer.
Hey, I got a question for you guys. Why the fuck do you wear your hat backwards?
Dude, you're a police officer. Why do you wear your hat backwards? That is so... What do you think you're a
skateboarder
I
can't
something?
grow up, and yes, I am a skateboarder.
Do you think you're a skateboarder?
And a snowboarder and a wakeboarder, and I can't grow up?
Well, at least you take the sticker off of it.
True that. We're out.
Oh,
Thanks,
geez.
guys.
That was profound.